Next up, we have our favorite Innovation Labs startup advisor, Sheila Collins, coming in from AARP iLabs. Hi, Sheila, how are you?
Hi, Stan. Great to see you. Always happy to be here.
Really appreciate you taking time out to join us today and really helping our community better understand everything that's going on at AARP Innovation Labs. And on that note, we'll hand the virtual podium over to you.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Sheila Collins. I'm a senior advisor of startup programming at AARP Innovation Labs. Our team is always energized about empowering people to choose how they live as they age. And my work is focused around helping to discover the startups that are creating solutions that foster our longevity. And I do want to put a plug in for an event that we have coming up. One of the ways that we discover startups is through pitch competitions. We have a pitch competition coming up on March 9th. It's called Connect and Thrive. And this will be done in collaboration with Mayor Francis Suarez, Venture Miami. And this is an opportunity. I will put information in the chat so that anybody who is in the Miami area or has connections in the Miami area can join us there. But right now, I am really excited about introducing you to Aidar Health and Sathya, who will share his amazing device that's focused on digital diagnostic, and we'll get to learn about him as well as all of the things that this solution really brings forward. So I wanted to start off by saying hello. Good to see you, Sathya. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me. Appreciate this opportunity.
Yes, awesome. I would love for you to give us a 60-second introduction and also share a fun fact.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm Sathya. I'm the founder and CEO of Aidar Health. It's a digital medicine company where we aim to reimagine today's standards for chronic disease management, digital medicine, and aging in place. The mission of our company is to design and deliver evidence-based therapeutic interventions for various chronic conditions. Fun facts about me. I was an introvert for maybe like 25 years of my life, but I started dancing. Within 1 year of dancing, I became an extrovert. So that's a huge change in my life. And I think being an entrepreneur has forced me to really talk.
I love it. Dancing feet.
Yeah.
Very awesome. So tell me, what is HITLAB and what led you to develop the solution?
Absolutely. So HITLAB, this is our device. It's a small handheld device that measures more than 10 vital health parameters in just 60 seconds. Today, our device actually measures the user's temperature, blood pressure, ECG, oxygen saturation, pulse rate, respiratory flow morphology, heart rate variability, and lung functions, and all captured through a 45 to 60 second measurements. The device is also FDA cleared, CE mark approved, ISO certified, MDSAP certified. But to put it into a simple context, like it's more like an iPhone that we really built with. It's not a collection of bunch of devices that put together into a single device. It's also a user experience that kind of replicates like the medical tricorder. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Star Trek. It's something similar to that. It really started off to help my mom. She, like many of you who's listening here, challenging to manage the loved ones, right? So when my mom was first diagnosed with her chronic condition, it spent like almost 7-8 years trying to struggle to understand what's happening with their health. That's when we want to build more like a communication tool. It helps communicate what's happening with their health. That's what led us to build this device. It's a medical grade device that is currently being deployed in a lot of different studies focused on chronic diseases.
That's incredible. And when I think about your story about your mom, it reminds me of my own mom. She lives 4 hours away. She's an older adult and has a lot of health conditions that I'm constantly helping with as her primary caregiver. I wanted to understand, how does someone get a hold of Mouth Labs? How do they get the device?
So today it's a prescription only device, and it's available. Your primary care physician actually can prescribe this device for use. And right now we have a distribution network through which we can deliver the product. But it's also something that you can find in your with your physician's office. They can also come to our website to actually get it from there.
Got it. Okay. So you're saying that your breath can provide all of these different vital signs. That sounds revolutionary. How is that distinguished from, what urine can determine, what your blood can determine? How is this diagnostic different than some of the other components of your body that can provide information about what's happening on the inside?
Absolutely. No, I think everybody is very familiar with breathalyzer, right? We definitely would have stopped by a physician by a police officer at some point in our lives. More like a breathalyzer, as you may know, there's a lot of volatile compounds associated with our body, and then changes in our health is available. And then in small concentration, it's pushed out of the lungs through in form of breath, right? So there are a lot of technologies that are there that captures in a lab setting, but what we have done is to capture all these key parameters in the mouth every single day. So additionally, the device also can capture saliva from the mouth, so that also adds a lot of value in terms of predicting a lot of other conditions. And also we have been using the lips, the saliva, the hand, and other aspects of mouth, the blood vessels in the mouth, to actually capture these key elements. It's the location of getting all these information is unique and revolutionary, but a lot of things that we are doing is very close to gold standards, which is why we were able to get an FDA clearance focused on measuring all these parameters, the 10 parameters that I mentioned earlier. So the current ability to measure all these things are just the beginning, because the device actually is placed in the mouth. It's more like a breathalyzer. So we can collect more biological indicators of health.
The breathalyzer analogy is very helpful in understanding the connection and how this supports overall health. One of the things that some research from AARP has is that by 2030, the global population of those who are 65 and older will be 4 times the overall population. What impact does that have on personalized health and what your solution provides?
I think, as you may have seen, like the pandemic has really changed the landscape. People are starting to look into how we can get to the patient's homes, right? So, which is going to be where the care is going to be delivered going forward. So when it comes to personalization, we really need to understand every single individual. It's like a unique fingerprint, right? Everybody has their own fingerprint. We need to identify that and then actually treat the condition, treat them as a person to really understand that, which is where we really believe like providing a device like what we have, which measures holistic health, also gives us insights into somebody's behavior, insights into somebody's health on a daily basis, so that we can actually design not just therapies or drugs, but also the way in which we can interact with the end users. So definitely as we are moving towards like personalizing and value-based care, this change in the population or shift in the aging population, we have more opportunities to actually help them out in a more humane way with technology.
Yeah, I love the holistic approach of really understanding, like you said, the individual person and kind of their specific needs. Where do you see the digital diagnostic space going, and how is your company helping to be a force in this space?
Absolutely. As you might have seen all these years, there's like tons of funding coming into digital diagnostic space. There's more codes that are under consideration right now, and more adoption of technologies. Sorry for the background noise. Give me one second.
Somebody's getting help, hopefully.
Yeah. But the biggest thing that the behavior change is something that has been the long-standing problem in medicine. So it comes down to the notion of decision making, giving the people the information to make the kind of decisions and educate them to make the kind of choices that they need to make in their lives. So, which is where digital technologies provide that level of clarity, helps people to understand for the first time in many, many years, you have a better understanding of what is the impact of your health, what is the impact of your behavior have on your health, which is exactly what we are trying to do. Like at AIDAR, we're trying to bring in a collection of technology and a platform and also data and insights to help individuals understand the impact of their health, not through fear, but through actually providing them insights about their health, insights about how they are taking care of their health on a daily basis so that they can actually make those sustainable behavior changes. So how iPhone has spanned the entire new markets, right? They just expanded into new markets. We believe MouthLab could be something similar to that in terms of patient-facing diagnostic, where we built this platform where we can add more sensors, but also more insights that are coming from this device, which can actually transform how people receive care today.
That's amazing. What types of health professionals should consider partnering with you, working with you, collaborating with you?
To start with, I think we are really focused on the cardiopulmonary conditions. So cardiologists, pulmonologists who are managing patients like heart failure, COPD, asthma, and even like COVID and right now would be great. But eventually we want every single primary care physician in the country to prescribe MouthLab to all their patients, not from disease management alone, but also from a preventative health perspective and also from longevity perspective, which is where we believe our technology is indispensable and could be a great companion for not just the patient, but also relaying the information to the physicians at the right time to provide the right care using the right platform.
Got it. Thank you so much. I wanted to find out, how can people get more information about Aidar Health and the work that you have coming in the pipeline?
You can sort of totally follow our social media channels. Everything is Aidar Health or aidar.health. You can also write to me directly at ceo@aidar.com. You can also visit our website. It's aidar.com again, and happy to engage with anyone who is interested in working with us, or if you'd love to provide any feedback, happy to join force, because we are all in it together. And that's why a forum like this would be phenomenal for us to get to the kind of people who can benefit from this solution.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sathya. It's great connecting with you, and I will see you in a few weeks at Vibe.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you. Back to you, Stan.
No, thank you, Sheila. Thank you very much for a wonderful interview.